Um, First, I'd like to apologize in advance if you hear any background, uh, distracting background noise. My neighbors are being a little noisy. Um, but other than that, in this video, I'm going to be talking about this whole Karen phenomenon, uh, because I don't know what else to call it. Um, I'm going to be talking about these viral sensations because, as the title says, I want to go into the deep-seated issues that are involved with these videos, or that I see that are involved with these videos, anyway. Um, so yeah, I wanted for this video I want to do more than express my annoyance of this phenomenon. I mean, this isn't the whole Karen situation. The whole Karen thing isn't new by any means. It's been around for like a few years, uh, but it's still like popular um, on social media, um, and it's also even talked about in the news. And it's really old and like tiring and frustrating. And I'll go into that why it's whatever like joke is associated with this, I just like don't see it, and it's just whatever joke there is, it's just getting like pretty worn out. I was never into the whole like Karen viral phenomenon or whatever, um, but when it's like this popular, it's kind of like hard to ignore because it's just like right in your face. So that's why um, I'm making this video to talk about the deeper issues that I see that are involved um, with Karen. And I hate even using that word or that name because one of the issues people have about this is that they're having their own personal name being misused so much um, in this way that is ridiculing them and mocking them. Um, so it's just I hate using that name but for the purpose of this video, I'm just since I can't think of any other name, I'm just going to be saying that name. Unfortunately, I hate it, but I don't say it in real life. I don't even watch any of these videos. I've watched some, but some people just like watch it regularly on a regular basis, and I don't do that. Um, but yeah, so anyways, I don't even know where to start with this, to be honest. Even though I have my usual notes in front of me. Um, but I'll just say what these videos are about briefly. Um, so, with these Karen videos, the usual demographic of the main person in these videos is either a middle aged white woman or a middle aged man. The middle aged white woman is referred to, of course, as Karen, and the middle aged white man is referred to as Darren. Um, and So what happens is in these videos basically is like these Karens or Darrens are usually engaged in some sort of verbal or sometimes physical altercation with other people. And it could be anybody. It could be like some sort of person in authority. Like I've seen ones with police officers are involved, or maybe a cashier or just a regular person. Um, So yeah, that's basically what these videos are about. And I think these are also like connected to these like public freakout videos that are also like going viral, um, because they also feature these Karen characters. Um, I'm sorry, not characters. because they're people, not characters. Um, I've never done a video like this, so I don't even know where to go with this video. But I guess I don't know, I should just go in order with these notes. Um, Now, these Karen videos, they're mostly being used for entertainment purposes, of course. If you see these videos, they're never discussed in like a serious manner. They're they're like they're just for um, just entertainment, and also uh, like it says in the title, race baiting, and I'll get to more of that. Um, so in my previous videos, I talked about looking at patterns and themes that I notice um, with things that I watch regularly. And this is just something I do naturally, but with the whole Karen thing, it's just hard not to notice, like, these themes or patterns. And so now with people, the with the main audience who watches these Karen videos, they'll just see like this 10-second clip, and they'll just say, "Oh, it's just another Karen being racist towards this black person or this other non-white person." And you'll see in the title of these videos, "Karen gets what they deserve," and blah blah blah. And so like they don't they don't ever the people who watch these videos, they don't ever like fact check the person who uploads these videos and saying like, "Oh, this Karen's being racist, they're freaking out about nothing." And then the person watches like, "Oh, ha ha ha, like, yeah, another racist Karen, like, just freaking out about nothing." And then they'll move on to the next video and they'll just laugh and just like they don't form their own opinions, and they don't fact check these videos, like the background. These videos do have backgrounds, like what happened prior to the situation, like what's happening between these two or three or four people, like what's going on in the situation. It's more than just a 5 or 10 second clip. um, but that's what happens with that's what happens with people who watch these like short viral clips. I mean, that's what happens. They don't form their own like views or opinions. They just go with like what the popular narrative is. Like they just bandwagon with what other people are saying or thinking about these clips, if that makes sense. So um so yeah, the back to the patterns of things that I'm noticing with the Karen and Darren videos. Um I mean, if you look deeper in these videos, it's not even about race. I mean, I'd say with 99.9% of these videos, it's not about race at all, because you can't tell if a person is actually racist from a short video clip. You don't know anything about this person. They're basically a stranger. I'm actually willing to bet that most people who watch these videos, these Karen videos, like don't even know the story behind the actual video. They just see an attention grabbing thumbnail or title, and then they'll click on it. They'll have a few laughs or a small discussion or whatever, and then they'll just move on with their life. Um, but I highly doubt the majority of these viewers or this audience for this knows what actually happened in that clip they watched. They'll just make a bunch of ridiculous assumptions about this Karen or Darren. Um, so I'll just read what I have in my notes. If you look deeper, this seems to be more than just public shaming. If you notice, in many of these videos, there's almost always a race element. Shocker. Where the Karen or Darren is the white oppressor, while their victim is usually black or some other non white race. Rarely do we see the roles reversed, where the victim is white and the oppressor is black, because people believe reverse racism doesn't exist. And I mean, yeah, that's the theme or pattern that I notice. That, um, and those are my words, by the way. I didn't get that from any source, because if I did, I would cite it. Uh, but that's my own like reflection that I've gotten from all of these videos. Um, is that it's just some it's just people like exploiting these people and uh, these people for views and attention, um, without even investigating themselves what happened in this situation. Um, so yeah, it's race baiting is what it is. Um, you don't see anything else but, you know, a white person just like quote unquote abusing a person of color, and that's it. There's nothing deeper, which of course there is, and I'm going to get into that. Um, it has nothing to do with race. Like some of them might be, but the majority of them I know for sure aren't. Um, Now, I did want to say that I'm not excusing, um, like for the clips that are people who are actually being like aggressive or non-complying, or who are actually like being public nuisances. I'm not excusing their behavior, but there is some mental illness involved in this too, which I'm gonna talk about. Uh, I already talked about the race baiting aspect, so next I'm going to get into the societal decay aspect of these videos, because we're seeing more of these videos, and I'm making a link to the escalation of violence in this country and crime. Um, and a lot of these quote unquote public freakouts do involve some of that. So we see this still happening, um, in the airlines, and we see this happening with the increase in road rage. Um, and I was when in what I what passed through my mind was the Bible talking about, you know, this sort of thing happening during the end days, and more specifically, I have the verse right here. It's not Revelation, but it does talk about what's going to happen in the end times. It's Matthew chapter 24, verses 12 through 13. It says, because lawlessness is increased, most people's love will grow cold. But the one who endures to the end, he shall be saved. And there's actually somebody referred to as the man of lawlessness in the Bible. I'm not sure if that's in Revelation. I'm not sure if that's talking about the Antichrist or the beast during the end times, but there is specifically someone referenced in the Bible who's called the man of lawlessness. And so, with all these public freakouts happening and just growing in number, I'm making that direct link. Um, from what's being prophesied in the Bible. That's what we're seeing in real life now. It's just that people want to use this for entertainment instead of like seriously analyzing what's going on in our society, what's going on in our world right now. It's not entertaining in the least. Very, it's actually very sad, and that's when I'm going to get into the mental illness part of this, because there was this one, all the Karen videos that uh, I was looking up, trying to find some articles discussing a link between uh, the Karens and mental illness. And of course, I couldn't find anything because all of these articles talking about these videos are all biased, and um, I couldn't find anything objective. But luckily, before I just like a few minutes before I made this video, I remembered the Karen video of the lady on the train. And so um, I decided I'm going to actually post the links to some of these Karen videos that actually show mental illness, or at least this video that I remembered. Um, and I'm pretty sure it's more than just this one video. But that's the one I remember. So I actually saw it before it started. They started calling her a Karen, but maybe others have seen this too. Um, but there's this lady, like, she's sitting on a train and nobody's sitting next to her. Um, I don't think so. I don't remember anybody sitting next to her, but somebody's filming her, and she just, at first I thought like she looked in the video, she kind of looked possessed, acting like in a possessed manner. She was definitely acting like really strange, out of the ordinary. She just started, I mean, she wasn't like screaming or anything. Like, she, I think her head started like, I'll post the video because it's hard to explain, but she was just acting very strange, and a lot of the comments were suggesting she was on drugs, which could also be a possibility. I don't know the background to the story at all. I don't know what was wrong with the woman. Um, she's definitely not a Karen though. She's far from that. She could be mentally ill. She could be suffering from a drug addiction or mental illness. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure. What was wrong with her, what was happening with her. But my issue was she was being labeled a Karen now, and it the stereotype of the Karen is that they're unreasonable, they're childish, they throw tantrums over minor situations, um, things of that nature. In this video, it's just another short clip, but I pick up on these things. Like, there was clearly something, mentally wrong with this woman, either caused by drugs or just a mental disorder. She wasn't throwing a tantrum. She was just sitting by herself on the train, and she was having some sort of issue. Um, and so yeah, I don't know what else to say about that clip, but this is what I say about people who actually have mental disorders being labeled as a Karen, and it's very disrespectful. It's very immature. It's very wrong to exploit these people just for your benefit and label them as something that they're not, this complete stranger, because you've like found this clip and now you want to go viral and get more subscribers and more attention because you want to mock and make fun of this person who might have an actual mental illness. is just wrong in every single way. Um, and it's not just that video. Like I said, since I don't watch these videos, I don't know what other videos feature Karens with actual mental illnesses or drug addictions or something else going on in their personal life that has nothing to do with throwing a tantrum. But I know there could be a lot more videos out there than just the train woman. Um, and mental illness is already stigmatized enough, and just to have these videos of, you know, people constantly mocking and making fun of, laughing at people who could have an actual diagnosed mental illness, uh, is not like it's not helping anything. Uh, just to like exploit people for entertainment or for your own gain. You're not contributing anything positive to this issue. But they don't want to do that anyway, so that's no surprise to me. Um, well, that's it for my notes. But anything else I have to say about this issue? I'm not going to make this like a really long video, but yeah, that's pretty much, that's the gist of what I wanted to discuss on this issue. I just thought I would bring it up, um, because like I said, people are this has gone like far more than just public shaming somebody for throwing a tantrum. Um, this is, like I said, it's going into race baiting. Uh, it's mocking people with actual diagnosed mental illness just so they can say they went viral and to become more popular. Those are the deeply rooted issues that are going on, and also these videos expose, like I said, the societal decay that's happening and that's continuing to happen and get worse as time goes on. That's prophesied in the Bible. Um, but yeah, not really anything else to add that I can think of with that. But of course, if I do think of anything, I'll add a part 2 to this video. Uh, but I'll leave it with that. I mean, I just wanted to talk about it because I just had enough with the Karen videos. It's just so incredibly annoying, and is so disrespectful to people who are named Karen or Darren that have nothing to do with any of this nonsense or drama. And even more importantly, is incredibly disrespectful to the people in these videos who are being exploited and mocked as being caring for other people's entertainment at their own humiliation, at their own degradation. It's degrading too, is what these videos are. And yeah, there's actually like I've seen some channels on YouTube who are just dedicated to just all they just have nothing but all these Karen videos on their channel. And I'm just like, how do their subscribers or how do their audience just not get tired and just ask for new content? Like, there's just people out there that just like watch these videos, and it's just really, uh, it's crazy and it's really stupid. But yeah, that's it. But I mean, I'm glad I don't watch them. I have no interest in watching them. I have other more important things to do with my time. But yeah, I just wanted to bring up that subject. Um, and yeah, because it is an issue for me. Like the um, because I personally know like uh, people who suffer from mental illness, and I'm a big um, advocator for like mental health. What's it called? I advocate for mental health. So uh, I believe that it needs to like be taken more seriously, and more needs to be done about it in this country. And so um, I just I noticed that with these Karen videos, uh, that is making a mockery of mental illness. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I just want to discuss that topic.